This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Kat Tomaszewski from Besser Museum. Hi, Kat.
Hi, how are you?
Good and welcome. And I know we got to jump right into stuff because we got so much to talk about today. And we want to start out with Log Cabin Days, which is the premier family event in the area.
Yes, so this is our annual Log Cabin Day, and it's June 25th from 12 to 4.
Okay.
And we have so much going on. We have activities in all of our galleries this year.
Okay.
It's really great. Right off the bat, I want to say that because we have so much going on, this is our paid family fun day.
Okay.
So it's $5 for adults, $3 for kids, and then we have a discounted rate for families because we want to make sure we include everyone. That's $12 for a family.
Good.
And right off the bat, we have Mary Stuart Adams from the Headlands, which is up near Mackinac. That's an international dark sky preserve. So she is an expert on the stars, and she's going to be giving presentations in our planetarium using our 1966 Spitz projector, which is one of the final times the public will get to see this in action. Because next month we're going to start taking the planetarium apart and installing the digital planetarium. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later on.
And when the Dark Sky Preserve, because now 3 parks in Michigan have been, 2 additional parks in Michigan have been designated as Dark Sky Parks. So you go to the planetarium, you learn what to look for when you're out at those parks.
Yes, exactly. And then we're going to have a lady in our Native American gallery, and she's going to be talking about dream catchers. We're going to have a craft where you can make dream catchers, and then telling the legend of the 3 sisters. We have a lot of Ojibwe culture in this area, and that was one of their favorite legends that we have told for many, many years.
And so in order to find out more, you got to come.
Absolutely. And then outside, we're going to have our strawberry social. So strawberry sundaes, ice cream. Our Founder Society puts that on every year. It's absolutely amazing. Back there, we're going to have Jeremy Stoppa from the Red Sky Raptor Center talking about birds of prey. There won't be any birds of prey there on demonstration. But you can get a lot of information, especially this time of year. People have been seeing a lot of eagles flying around, so that's really great. We'll have the Pollination Project there talking about their bat houses and butterflies and all of that.
Perfect.
Historic reenactors talking about what life was like 100 years ago and even back to Revolutionary War times, which will be fantastic. They come every year. In all of our historic buildings, we have the Spratt Church, the cabin, the school. All of those great buildings will have people talking about the buildings, the bank, in the church. We're going to have live music from one of the Spratt Church's old piano players. So that's really neat, keeping with the tradition. And then Picking for People, led by Pastor Jack Williams, will be there doing that. Then we're going to have a lot of crafts going on. And then one of the most recent additions to our Log Cabin Day, Ben Klein just talked to us. We're talking about putting in a community garden used for educating children in the area. And so we're going to really build on that, talking about the importance of farming, using the stars to help us understand the phases of farming, talking about the Farmer's Almanac. So we're partnering with the DNR on this. This is a big thing that's happened this year. The Besser Museum will be working a lot with the DNR, promoting our dark sky parks, promoting our state forests, all of that. And so that's tied in a lot with our Log Cabin Day.
Perfect. And Fossil Park will be open?
The Fossil Park will be open, and we're going to have some great experts in there, 3 of which are very good friends of mine, the Bluck family, Mark, Johnny, and Matthew.
Okay. And $3 for children, $5 for adult, or family for 12. Best deal in town because from noon until 4, you won't get a chance to go through everything and see everything that's going on.
There's going to be a lot going on, and if anyone missed anything, it's all on our website. We just built a new website. It's completely mobile friendly. So you can, right on our homepage, it pulls right up. You can click on it, Log Cabin Day, and it takes you to a list of all of our great events. It's a long page, and we have lots of pictures and lots of great interactive things that you can find that we do throughout the entire year.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, and talking about things from the past and the future, Catherine V. What's happening with Catherine V?
So we just, on Monday night, had our 3rd annual fundraiser. It was up in Rogers City at the Portage, and we raised a lot of money to help complete the exhibit. So right now, they've pretty much finished with the boat. It's taken 10 years to get to this point. We've had a lot of dedicated men and women and kids helping, and so now they're building the docks. And what's really interesting is you hear about, you see docks out on the lake.
Sure.
And the slats always go side to side. But for the fishing industry, they had them going long because it helped with pulling the nets across after you got off the boat.
Snag. Perfect.
Absolutely. So those are things that you'll learn as you're going through the exhibit. And the exhibit hasn't completely opened yet. We're still working on the signage, but every step is a big step.
I remember many years ago, I hope it wasn't 10 years ago, that John Vogelheim was on talking about donating the Catherine View Museum. Then Richard Clute was on talking about actually getting it to Alpena. So now we're finally going to, things are happening and we're going to actually be able to use it as an exhibit and see it.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
exciting. Okay, volunteers. We always need volunteers.
Yeah, so this is a really great opportunity right now, and we've had a really large amount of people of the younger generation who have been wanting to volunteer. Kids who are in honor society, are in college, you need volunteer hours.
Oh,
we have lots of great things at the museum. You can really, it's very hands-on. You're working at the front desk, or if you like to be with kids, we put you with kids in school groups.
Or something.
If you love to work with the collections, we're going through that right now as we're getting ready for our reaccreditation.
Okay.
So it's very hands-on, and we take anyone. We're looking for any age, if you've been involved in volunteers your whole life, or if you've never ever stepped in the museum, this is a great opportunity to get involved. So you can call us at 356-2202, or on our website. You can just contact us through the website. It's a great place to get involved.
And also 50th anniversary is ongoing, so many activities through the whole entire year. A great chance for people to donate financially. There's still an opportunity.
Yes.
You've been very blessed with the donations that have come in.
We're about $365,000 of our $500,000 goal, which is very close. We've already made the deposit on the equipment. We're so excited to start taking the old out and bringing the new in. We just need to raise that last $135,000, so we're very close.
So someone wants to donate, they think, oh, well, I can't do very much. But you know what? Every little donation adds up. We would take any donation. Should they dial the 356-2202 again to see how to donate? Or
Right on our website,
Okay.
there's a 50th anniversary banner. You can click right on that, and it takes you to the Community Foundation. You can donate that way.
Okay.
And then the museum is selling little coupon books.
Oh,
They're
that's right,
$10.
yes.
We have coupons to a dozen area businesses, and including a ticket to the Future Digital Planetarium. And it's just $10, and then that's a huge impact. If every person gave $10,
you'd be over your goal.
we'd be over our goal.
You would be.
And you can get those at the museum. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sundays 12 to 4.
And right now you're having tons of school groups come in and seeing all the wonderful things. But so tell parents and grandparents, your kids have been there. Have you been there? So this summer, what a great place to go, share the history, all the buildings, see everything that goes on in our community and at the museum. So don't be shy. Come on in this summer. We need to have the attendance and need to have you see everything.
And I never want people to forget that Wednesdays from 3 to 5, that's our free admission.
Yes.
So anyone can get in, free admission. Always veterans and active military are free, as well as ACC college students.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, anything else today, Kat? We have about 1 minute left.
Oh, there is so much going on right now. I think the biggest thing is
Log Cabin
Log
Days.
Cabin Day. And if you're interested in volunteering like we talked about, we can use volunteers for Log Cabin Day right now.
Perfect.
We have a lot of kids coming in. The cool thing is with the kids coming in from the school groups, they're so excited to be
Yes.
there. They love being there. And so we've really been trying to reach out to kids in junior high and high school, and we have had quite a few interns just this past
Perfect.
year that have gotten so involved.
Okay, phone number again.
356-2202, bessermuseum.org for more information.
I'll talk to you next month.
Thank you.
I'll be right back following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last two guests are here today to talk about movies in the park. I have Joe Rybacek and George Ralston. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
So, George, when I was out shopping, you approached me and wanted to be on about movies in the park. Now, I had heard a little bit about them, and you started last year, but fill us in where we are with movies in the park.
Well, this coming Friday, we have our first showing,
Okay?
weather permitting.
Yes.
Yes,
Well, it's supposed
if
to be
the
sunny.
wind dies down.
Okay.
It'll be- Yep. But yes, we're good to go. We're good to go. Everything, we did a test run on the screen, and we should be good.
And the thing people need to know is these are free.
Yes, totally free to the
Totally.
public. Everybody that's worked on it is all volunteering our time and everything, but we really thought it would be something, good for the community to come together. You know, there's a lot of people to go out and see a movie anymore is, you know, if
buy
a
the
family,
popcorn.
if a family wanted to go out and see something, you know, it would be very expensive. And, you know, so we just thought this would be a great thing to have people be able to come out and, you know, and just also just being outside under the stars it's a cool environment.
And it's held at the Bandshell, which is a wonderful, wonderful place
Yeah.
for families and groups to congregate, and you have the hill, and you can sit wherever you want.
Definitely.
And to watch a movie, it would be almost reminiscent of the old drive-in days
A
with
lot
all
of
your
people
family and
compared
friends.
it.
Yeah, we used to sit on our cars and yak and talk with all the people all down the line. I know you wouldn't remember that, Joe.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
It used to be a really fun time. Now, do you take a free will offering at all while you're there, or?
Yeah. Let's see.
We don't pass the can
You don't go
around.
up.
No,
but
but we'll have a donation bin. You know,
yeah,
if people
if
want
you
to.
want to give, you know, great.
We
You know,
appreciate it because it
yes.
does, even though they are free movies, it's definitely not free to put on.
Right.
Every movie that we show, we have to pay royalties to play that in public.
And they're amazing, the amounts of these royalties. So if you think it's only like $50, think again.
Yeah, no,
Definitely.
upwards of $300 or more,
Right.
depending on the movie and depending on when you're showing it and everything. So
Now, you have a wonderful committee, and you have a wonderful group of sponsors in Alpena that are making
Definitely.
this possible.
yes, we've got a whole
Yeah.
list of sponsors.
Okay,
that,
you can go ahead and read them.
Yeah, we've got Meyer was very generous and donated to us, the Thunder Bay Area Credit Union, Besser Credit Union, Prattscape Garden and Gift Shop, Alpena Buick GMC, Lions and Drip, First Federal, Huron Distributors, Latitudes Tavern, Up North Property Services, so in the Alpena News, and the list just goes on from there.
Now, are there food and refreshments available there, or how does that work? Can they bring
yeah.
their own, or?
We will be selling popcorn.
Okay.
Canned water,
Okay.
and also I think some other refreshments as well. Some maybe some pop and Gatorade, and
Okay.
maybe some candy as well. But other than that, people are free to bring their own food as well. We just ask that they clean up after themselves afterward, especially
Perfect.
because the following
Yes.
day they're going to be having concerts in the
Oh,
park,
yes.
and we definitely want it to be nice and clean for that as well. So.
You know, it's kind of funny when you think about people that say there's nothing to do in Alpena. You know, how untrue is that? There's so
Yeah.
many concerts, movies in the park, there's arts and craft shows, there's kids' activities everywhere all the time. The museum just before us, Log Cabin Days, there's so many wonderful things for families.
Yep. I think I just read that Friday nights, they're doing the downtown Friday nights.
Oh, they're going to do that again? Oh,
I think I
yay.
just read that until
Yeah.
8 o'clock at night.
Wow, wonderful.
They can
works
head
out.
right over to us.
Heck yeah,
Right
head
over to
right
us.
So that was my next question. What time do the movies start?
It's going to vary throughout the year now
Okay.
because we can't start the movie until it's dark enough to see
Okay.
the projection on the
Okay.
screen. In our pamphlets, we put the time of sunset as sort of just a reference.
Okay.
But usually it's not dark enough by sunset yet. Usually about a half hour or so
Okay.
after sunset is when we'll start. So I'm thinking probably Wizard of Oz will be around probably 9:45 that we'll start.
Okay.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. So we have enough time, so would you read us the list of the movies and the dates?
Sure, yeah. We've got our first movie is, of course, Wizard of Oz, and that's on June 10th.
Okay.
Then the following weekend, June 17th, we're doing Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Then we're going to skip a week and do July 1st, and that's Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Okay.
July 15th, we've got Disney's Aladdin. July 29th, we're doing Bag It, which is a documentary about plastic pollution.
Oh,
And
wow.
we'll have some public outreach from the sanctuary that will be there as well beforehand.
Perfect.
So that'll be really informative. August 12th, we've got Star Wars, the Force Awakens, the new one that just came
Okay.
out. August 26th, we decided on Labyrinth,
Okay.
the old David Bowie movie from the 80s,
Yes.
and sort of recognizing him after passed this year. And then September 9th, we've got Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
And September 23rd, we've got a viewer's choice. So we're going to allow over the course of the season, we're going to have people vote on what movie they want to see, and we'll play that one, whatever one wins.
Okay, what about inclement weather? What do we do then?
Well, we purposely, other than the first two movies, we had to switch one date around,
Okay.
but we purposely did it every 2 weeks,
Okay.
so that in case we had rain or something, a rain out, we could reschedule to the following week.
Great idea.
So we sort of did that on purpose, and then if it happened we're 2 weeks in a row for some reason, then we just have to cancel that movie and move on to the next one. So.
So the opportunity for our community to come and watch a movie, give to a free will offering, asked to join your committee, help with sponsorships. There's so many wonderful things people can do to keep movies in the park continuing.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Hope it continues for years to come.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be wonderful.
I hope so.
And bring your chairs, bring your blankets, come on down, prepared to have a good time and watch a movie. And the pamphlet's the best way so that you can find out the times.
Yes, or you can visit our Facebook
Okay.
site, which is just facebook.com/moviesbythebay.
Okay.
And we'll also be updating that with an online version of this, of our
Perfect.
program, within the next few days. So we'll
Okay.
post about that as soon as it's up.
Well, thank both of you for being here very much, and thank the, all the community, all these sponsors, and we'll
Yes.
ask people in the community support these sponsors that make all these wonderful things
Definitely.
happen, time and time again, over and over again.
Could
in our
not do it without them.
Right,
so.
in our community. And, come on down, see the movies, have fun, enjoy, and, things like this are what bring new people to our community where they want to live and raise their families.
Exactly. Yeah.
Prove everybody wrong that says there's nothing to do.
Exactly right. Thank you both so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be right back with Jay Waltright following these messages.
Good morning. I am Jay Waltright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk of the Town. With me today is Dawn Stone, Director of our TACT grant, and there are a number of very interesting and exciting things going on this summer, I hear. Is that correct?
There are. The TACT grant has been going about a year and a half now, and it's a Department of Labor grant, and we've really started to gain ground with some really fun activities and trying to get the community involved and do some community-related activities so that everyone can participate and take advantage of this opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the opportunities?
Well, this month, in a couple weeks, we are planning on doing a manufacturing boot camp. It is a week-long immersion into advanced manufacturing. So we've designed it to be appropriate for unemployed and underemployed workers, and to give them a taste of really what advanced manufacturing is. It's a full immersion, like I said. We start with an entire project. So the first day they start with CAD, and they actually draw a product, and then they do some welding, and they do some CAD work, and they manufacture a clock upon completion of the program. So during the week, they have an opportunity to tour some advanced manufacturing plants in our community.
Great.
And so they get a real taste of what goes on in the real world. They get to see actually what a CAD lab looks like, and they get to see what it looks like to work on a manufacturing floor. A lot has changed in the last 10 years or so, and there are a lot more technical skills that folks need to be successful in those types of jobs and to be able to move up and advance their careers within manufacturing. So we've really designed it to take them through the full product and the whole process of manufacturing, and we've saved the last day for interviews. So we've invited manufacturers within our community to come in and interview the students. We have about 12, I think, signed up right now, and they go through a full regular interview. Some of them are hiring, some of them are not, but it gives the participants an opportunity to really practice interviewing. If there's nothing else that they can learn, the more times you practice something, the better you seem to get at it. So it gives everyone an opportunity to either get a job, which would be awesome, or enroll in school, or at least get some practice under their belt so that they can, try again.
Sure. I think the hands-on portion is very important.
Absolutely.
So what type of machinery would they be using? I know we have some new tools in our labs.
We do. The TACT grant, with the support of some of a state equipment grant, we were able to purchase some new welders. We actually have a robotic welder, which is very, very fun and interesting to watch, and really great for prototypes and those kind of things. We've got a new CNC machine, a mill and a lathe that they get to work on, and some inspection tools. So, for example, we have a phased array ultrasonic inspection tool for welds.
Wow.
So when they weld, they can use this ultrasonic tool to be able to see where the weaknesses are and where the strengths are and where the consistency is within their welder or inconsistencies so they can continue to improve. They're really, really neat pieces of equipment. We're very honored to be able to have those on campus.
Yes, those are very important. Now, this is the third boot camp, is that correct?
It is the third boot camp. The first one we did for high school students, and that was very, very well received. And the second one we did in December of last year, and we had 12 unemployed and underemployed workers, and a number of those got employment, and a number of those enrolled in school. So they were able to, get a taste of what they could pursue for their futures. So it was very, very successful, and we're excited to do it again.
Great. So that's the manufacturing part of the grant activities lately. What else is going on?
Well, that's the manufacturing piece in Alpena. We also have a very large piece going on at our Huron Shores campus in Oscoda. And we actually started from the ground up and built a tech lab. And what I mean by that is that we were able to purchase welders again, some CNC machines, a lathe, all sorts of inspection tools, and some pieces that are specific to composites, because as you're probably aware, there are a number of employers, a number of manufacturers down there that work with the composites. And it's been reported through surveys to us that they are having a difficult time finding qualified workers. So we built this tech lab so that they can get so students can get hands-on experience with those pieces of equipment and be able to move directly into employment within their own community.
Super.
Which is an opportunity that we've not had before in Oscoda, and we're very excited to bring that opportunity. And part of that, and so, I would invite everyone in that region and our region and the surrounding area to come to an open house. We're hosting an open house on August 13th. It's a Saturday. It coordinates with their annual fly-in for their museum and their airport. And we're going to have a beautiful car show, and it is just going crazy. We're having a ton of wonderful response for the car show. People who attend the open house will be able to utilize the lab, and they'll get some hands-on, some demonstrations, all sorts of really, really fun stuff. We're going to have a stage. We've got some very musically inclined employees and faculty at the college, and they're going to play some music, so it'll be a very fun day.
And very nice cars, too.
Very nice cars.
Race cars, funny cars.
Yes.
Some
The whole
specialty
gambit.
cars.
Yes.
And there's a car show for those people who are into that type of thing. They can come and register their cars.
Yes. Yep. And I understand there will be judges and everything.
All right.
So.
And just for the audience, if you're interested in that type of thing, if you would like to enter cars or whatever, we'll have the forms and all of the information about that up on the ACC website under the Huron Shores area. So please check that out if you're interested.
Right, and thank you for that, because you can register for the manufacturing boot camp on our website as well.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing that is going on in Alpena, it's a little bit of a side, track, but we're, as I've said before, we're running a drone program or an unmanned aerial systems program, and what we've kind of focused in on where the need truly is for unmanned aerial systems, or initially is in utility work and public safety. And so we are running a very special unmanned aerial systems seminar this summer, and this will be in July. I believe it's the 22nd and 23rd, but the information is on the website. And that is specifically driven to utility workers and public safety workers.
Great.
They can use the drones to inspect lines, visually inspect lines, use forward-looking infrared cameras to inspect utility lines and identify where there might be some weak points or, escaping energy, I guess is a good way to put it, within the lines. And then for public safety to use in search and rescue. And in, checking for hot spots after house fires and those kind of things, or building fires. So that's coming up in July as well, and that's going to be very interesting because it's very specific to those two.
And if our audiences are interested in those things, that information is on the website, and they
It
can
is
learn
all
more.
on the website.
All right.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Great.
Well, Dawn, that's all our time.
Okay.
Thank you for being on the show again.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
And thank you for watching Talk of the Town. Once again, I am Jay Walterwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.